This week, I'm going to be answering the question, am I still going to Spain? So, it's been a long time off. I haven't really posted anything. And that's mostly been because I've broken my ankle. And I didn't really want to each week do a video about saying, well, yeah, I sort of sat on the sofa and didn't really do anything today. I don't know if that'd be very interesting content, but I've decided that now I'm kind of on the road to recovery, and I'll catch you guys up and get you up to where I am now. And then I'll start documenting the process of how I go from having a broken ankle, in a pretty complicated way, I'll explain a bit more later on, to racing at an elite level in Spain. So, some people might look at this as a massive failure because I've broken my ankle and I'm going to have a much more difficult time getting to where I want to get to. But actually, it's more just exciting. Like, it excites me to think where I'm going to be able to get to from such a low over the past couple of months of not being able to do what I love doing, then to the massive highs of racing at an elite level. And I want to bring you guys along with me for the process of how it's going to happen. It's going to be good. We've got good people on board and I've got a great team for next year. It's going to be super exciting. So the question that I really need to answer is, am I still going to Spain to race my bike? And the answer to that question is yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm still going. I will not be staying and racing over here. I'm getting myself to Spain. So, how's that happened then? I probably need to bring you guys up to speed. So, I broke my ankle about 2 months ago on the 31st of October. And since then, I've had 6 weeks in a cast, effectively doing nothing, pretty much just sitting on the sofa, and trying to entertain myself, keep myself engaged, because I really couldn't do anything. Like, I had a couple of weeks of feeling like absolute shit, really, because I'd had an impact. My body was really like stressing. Everything was, it was in shock. And then after 6 weeks, I saw the doctor again, and I was allowed to get out of the cast, which at that point was pretty stinky, if I'm being honest. So I was pretty happy to get out of that and into a boot, which means that I can get in and out and I can be a bit more mobile. So it means that I can sort of start riding my bike. I'll get to that later. So basically at 6 weeks, I got the cast off and I was into a boot, and the doctor said 3 weeks of no weight bearing. So effectively as I was in a cast, but now in a boot, because I got to a point where it was able to start to recover. And then after 3 weeks, which was about a week and a half ago now, I was allowed to start weight bearing. So that meant getting the boot off, tentatively kind of using it, feeling how it felt. It felt pretty sore, if I'm honest. And so the way that it broke was the talus bone, which is kind of central, built in the ankle. There was an impact up from the ground, and that's kind of crunched it together, which has then caused the break. So what that means is that the weight-bearing process is going to have to be very gradual, because it was damaged upwards. Putting the weight on it is then very difficult and painful process. So over the past week and a half, I've started getting on the turbo trainer. I'll overlay some footage now of me spinning my legs. I haven't put any power through the pedals. It's been the lowest resistance I can and just literally tapping away. But it's been very good mentally. It's my first time cycling in 2 months. Can't really move my ankle very much. I'm on the lowest resistance on the trainer. Pretty easy gear. And not very much of the wheel touching. to start. And mentally that's been really good, and my energy levels have come back up, even though I somehow managed to get the flu that everyone's had over Christmas anyway. But it's brought my energy back up, which is great. I'm loving that. So I've been doing daily exercises of moving my ankle forwards and backwards, and then also now, kind of a week and a half ago, started to introduce some weight bearing, kind of a bit of backwards walking, stuff like that. Nothing too crazy, just kind of gradually getting there. I've been doing a lot of other work off the bike previously to even when I was in the car, so I was doing a lot of core work and a lot of flexibility and mobility. So in reality, I'm not in a great place with cycling, but in my whole body, I'm great. I'm doing really, really well. So I need to take that as a positive. I've never been this well prepared to ride my bike. I've never had 3 months off my bike properly before, since I started cycling, but I've never been this well prepared to start back. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be meant to stay, and I'll bring you guys along with me when I actually do kind of get out and go to a cafe on my bike. That'll be a memento stay. Now into the present moment, I've got another week and a half until I see the doctor again, in which I'll be kind of adding a bit more weight bearing, and I'll show you guys what that exactly entails. So it's kind of gradually putting weight through it and kind of almost pretending to walk, so that I'm getting the motion correct, kind of partially bearing the weight but not fully. And that involves gradually increasing my cycling. So I started off with like 5 minutes, and I'm up to about 25 minutes now after a week and a half. 25 minutes of literally just spinning the pedals. My heart rate's at like 110. So it's nothing crazy, but it's good for my head and it's good for my legs, and it's getting me to where I need to get to. So that's where I'm at now. I'm beginning to get back into riding, and it's great. I'm loving it, and I'm feeling better prepared than I ever have before. So in answering the question of will I actually get to Spain, I really have to talk about my team, Equipo La Tova, who I'll be riding for next season. They've been really, really good. They could have said, when they heard about me breaking my ankle, they could have said, look, like, you're not going to be fit enough, you're not going to be ready. And they might be right, but they're prepared to take the risk and to back me and get me to where I need to get to. And I'm not going to be fit for the beginning of the season, and I'm just going to be doing a team role and supporting the other riders. So a massive thank you to Equipo La Tova, who you should head over and follow on Instagram for updates, team updates and things like that, and follow them on Twitter. All being well, I should be over with the team on the 6th of February. I'll then show you what the setup's like, I'll show you the kit, I'll overlay some footage of the kit now, and I'll show you what it's going to be like, what the setup's going to be like, and I'm going to be very unfit at that point, but the boys will get me on board and they'll get me up to speed, hopefully. So really for this week, I want to just bring you guys a bit up to date, which I feel like I have, and I want to get back on the YouTube train, get back posting videos, because I feel like I'm back in the game. Like, my motivation is back in the sense that my head is feeling better. So I want to start sharing that and sharing the story of how I get from effectively being couch ridden and not being able to ride my bike to then performing at an elite level, which I will be. I hope you guys want to get back in for the journey. I'm kind of starting up the YouTube channel again. It's kind of a rebirth. Sounds a bit weird. Oh well. And it's going to be an exciting few weeks and months, and I'm really looking forward to getting across to Spain on the 6th of February, ready to go. But I want to bring you guys along for the journey of how I get there and how I get everything ready, so that I'm not just jumping in straight at the deep end, you know, and not ready. So it's going to be exciting. I hope you'll join me for it. It's going to be perfect. Also, I need you guys to like this video if you want to see more and you want to follow the journey. I need you to subscribe so that you get the next videos. I'll be posting every Wednesday, not leaving like 2 months in between, every Wednesday. And I'm super excited about the content I'm going to be able to put out there. It's going to be exciting because I'm going to be going from kind of 0 to hopefully a high level. and I want to bring you guys along, so hit that subscribe button. Back in the game. Bruh.